So, sources close to Luenell are saying that she is secretly hitting her breaking point when it comes to Al Bishur's health issues. Word on the street is that she has been venting to her inner circle about the reality of Al's ongoing health crisis, and things are allegedly not as picture-perfect behind closed doors as they look on Instagram. And according to insiders, Luenell is allegedly already feeling the heavy strain of being a full-time caregiver. I mean, we all know she held him down when he was in that 2-month coma and navigating those intense organ transplant recoveries, but sources say the day-to-day reality of maintaining that level of medical care is starting to take a massive toll on her. Is the honeymoon phase already over? And is the caregiver fatigue setting in for real? Baby, that's exactly what we are gonna try and figure out. Of course, y'all know that earlier this year, Lou and Al came out and let everybody know that they were dating, and it was such a shock to the world and to the internet that some people actually thought the pictures of them together were AI. Some also said that they are working on a project and that they've always been close, as we have seen from videos of them before they made things official. Like this one right here from when Al was having a performance. However, with people making all sorts of speculations and assumptions, Miss Luenell and Al Bishur came out to basically do videos together and let the world know that they were really together and continued to say the sweetest things about each other.
Popped up on me in Vegas a couple of times. He's popped up on me in Texas. He popped up on me in Oakland. And every time he does that, I'm almost ready to have a heart attack. I'm like, what? And he popped up on me at the Paramount. I couldn't even get up and hug him. I'm like, what is going?
Well, trust people to be super mean because guys made hurtful comments, and even I have to admit that the jokes were out of hand. While the majority of people were happy for them, some people got downright ugly with their commentary, and they couldn't believe that a youthful 57-year-old man was attracted to an elderly 67-year-old woman. Some commenters even said Al must have mommy issues and was looking for an older lady to take care of him through his many health issues. Okay, if we are being honest, it's true that Al has been through the most health-wise. The thing is, after his 80s R&B era, Al's weight peaked at over 300 pounds, and he was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes and gallbladder issues. As a result, in 2018, he underwent weight loss surgery and lost a massive 70 pounds, eventually getting down to 195 pounds. Then in late 2020, he had his gallbladder removed, and during that time, doctors found additional health issues and shockingly gave him only 4 to 6 months to live. But he beat those odds and seemed to be recovering, even signing up for a celebrity boxing match in early 2022. Unfortunately, in July 2022, while working in the studio, Al suddenly lost all feeling on the left side of his body and collapsed. Luckily, he was able to reach his phone and call for emergency help, and once he was hospitalized, things became incredibly critical, and he underwent procedures to repair a hernia and also received an organ transplant. At the same time, his body became septic, which is basically a life-threatening infection response, and he was put on dialysis, had his lymph nodes removed, and required multiple blood transfusions. Things were actually so bad that he was intubated to help him breathe and was heavily sedated in a coma for a chunk of his time in the hospital.
Eddie F is standing above me. I'm in a wheelchair, and he's talking to security. He had me hidden in the corner, and I'm in an emergency room. And then I remember him embracing me, putting me in his Escalade or whatever, and moving me. And I just remember, those are the vague things that I remember, and wind up being in a hospital somewhere. This is in July 2022, and then it was October.
Apparently, doctors were so afraid he wouldn't make it that they were actually preparing to send him to hospice to pass away comfortably. But his close friends insisted he stay in the hospital because they believed he would pull through. Well, he eventually woke up, began recovering, and later shared the details of his journey, along with the large surgical scars on his abdomen. Like, these past 3 years or so have been quite literally a nightmare for Al Bishur. Now, people have been alleging that after staring down death in 2022, surviving a 2-month coma, a liver transplant, and almost being sent to hospice, Al realized he needed a permanent caregiver. And because Luenell was right there by his side in the hospital during his secret health crisis, guys are claiming he secured this marriage pact just to ensure he has someone to hold him down through his future health battles, and they were basically calling Luenell his insurance policy. Of course, this is something that Lou denied earlier on in their relationship, but allegedly, the reality of the situation has just started settling in, and based on reports, Luenell Luenell is telling friends that this is not what she signed up for. Rumor has it she truly believed that once they stepped out of the shadows in 2026, it was going to be completely rosy, glamorous, and full of that classic R&B romance. Apparently, she thought they'd be hitting red carpets, traveling, and living that soft, luxurious life. But instead, she's finding out just how exhausting and hard it is to manage the health demands of a partner who survived such a catastrophic medical crisis. Insiders claim she feels like the relationship has shifted from a fun, sexy romance into a grueling job, and she's allegedly tired of carrying that heavy weight, because this is not what she signed up for. And of course, it doesn't help that Lu has always talked about liking her men young and tender, because they are easier to deal with.
Yeah. Young men.
Oh, no,
That's my guilty pleasure.
Wait, how young? Are you talking like 26, 22?
Not, well,
Is that a little too young? Is that giving like
too
boy?
young for what? Conversation? Too young to go eat with? Too young to sleep with?
See, in several of her interviews, Luenell was incredibly candid about her preference for younger men, admitting that she frequently dated and spent time with guys even in their mid-20s. She also explained that she found them to be great company, provided they were intelligent and fun to be around. While she joked about not trying to catch a case, she made it clear that she enjoyed the mutual attraction and energy that nice younger men brought to her life. But shock on her loves, because that is exactly why the situation with Al B. Shore is allegedly making things so much worse for her. Word on the street is she thought Al was just going to be another fine, youthful, younger man to add to her collection. He's 57, looks great, and has that legendary R&B charm. She expected the fun energy, the intelligent conversation, and a smooth, easy ride. But instead of a fun, low-maintenance younger man, she allegedly woke up and realized she is dealing with the intense reality of a partner who has survived a near-fatal health crisis and continues to have several health issues. Basically, instead of going out and enjoying that youthful energy she loves, she's allegedly facing the grueling, mature responsibility of bedside care, doctor appointments, and managing a transplant recovery. The streets are saying that while she thought she was getting a fun boy toy vibe, she ended up with a full-time medical responsibility, and the shock of it all is allegedly driving her up the wall. And guess what? Not so long ago, Auntie Lu was posting a bunch of cryptic posts on social media like, "You can walk away and still be the prize. I'm not hard to love. I'm just not easy to play with. Protect your peace like it pays your bills because it does." Now, besties, you know as well as I do, happy, cozy people who are enjoying a rosy new public relationship do not post about walking away, being played with, or desperately needing to protect their peace. This makes me really have to question, what was truly happening behind the scenes when she typed those words? Was she dropping major hints that she is tired for real? Is the caregiver exhaustion getting so heavy that she's actively reminding herself that she is still the prize, even if she has to pack her bags? From where a lot of people are standing, it really looks like she's trying to choose between her loyalty to Al and protecting her own mental peace. Well, fans have already started noticing they haven't been posting each other like they used to. And if the caregiver fatigue and the reality shock hit Luenell as fast as insiders claim, they might have already torn up that marriage pact and gone their separate ways without making a big announcement. I don't know, guys. I really don't know. But I'd sure love to know your thoughts on this relationship. Or lack of, in this case. Do you think that Lu is getting tired of Al's health issues and being a permanent caregiver? Do you also believe that Al was also just looking for someone to take care of him as he manages his health crisis? Baby, drop those thoughts in the comments section down below.